Hi everybody, it's Lori from Pink Cloud Scrappers and Close to My Heart, and today we're going to do this cute little card. I'm going to show you several techniques like I always try and do, so let's go ahead and jump in and get started because I always seem to run out of time. So the first thing I've done is this is a little 4x4 card, and I have taken white daisy. I know this is shocking, I'm actually using white. Just a little white daisy 4x4 card, and I've taken a little piece of 4x4 from the Jingle paper pack, and we're just going to real quick glue that down. I am the queen of glue. Glue companies love me, how much I use. Alright, so there we go. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually use your paper trimmer. A lot of people don't really actually know how to use your paper trimmer. So we're going to see if I can get this down here in sight. There we go. Sorry, I jiggled the camera a little bit, guys. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this in, and we want to come in basically on this edge. I want to come in to the 1/2 inch mark there, and we're going to cut out with a little 1 inch border, or 1/2 inch border, I'm sorry, around this. And you know, there's little measurements here on this side also, and for those of you that don't know it, that's to use if you wanted to do something like that. So we're going to come in to the 4.5 right there. I can see what I'm doing there. And we're going to go up to the 1.5. And you can see right where this lines up with this little thing. I'm kind of over on the far side there. But guys, we're just going to continue that all the way around. And I have found actually it is better to just do it down here. Start at 8.5 and go up. There you go. And turn it again. Does that make sense? I hope what I'm doing. Get it right at the 4.5. Come in. Yeah, I've got a little. And we're going to put it right there. And there again, we're right at the 1.5 mark. And coming in right like that. Alright, so we're going to do that, and you're ready to punch it out. And if you didn't quite meet up in your corners, that's okay, because we're just going to take it and snip. And there you got it. I didn't quite get it there. I actually honestly would rather do it this way than have it go over. So that's just me. And here, I'm going to just... Okay? So that has cut out our perfect little border right there. Okay? So now the next thing that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using 2 different stamp sets actually. The first one that I'm going to use is Snow Friends. I think this is so blessed cute with all the little snowmen on it. And the other one that I'm going to be doing is one from our new collection, and it is Snow Flurries, and it's got all kinds of different snowflakes and such on it. So what I've done is I've taken a 4x4 block, and on my 4x4 block I have what we call a block buddy, and this block buddy has lines on it, and so I've put this down on the block buddy. And what I want to do is, this is one of the things I want to show you that's so great about our stamps, plural, is I can take this and line this up with the lines of the block buddy and put it down, and I can have something that's supposed to be a straight stamp and have it be something that's totally curved, and I have just lined it all up with those little lines on the block buddy. And we've got these, when you get the block buddies, they're really inexpensive, but when you get them, they've got them where they're grids that you can do writing and zigzags and swirls and all kinds of stuff, so you're good to go there. Alright, so we're going to put that right like that, press it down a little bit, keep it on there. And then I have just black ink. We're going to swirl that little sucker right around there. We're going to get our stamp. And we're going to ink it up. Remember to stamp, stamp, twist, twist, stamp, stamp. Get it all good and covered. And you can do several things on this if you want to. If you want to lift it up and do it. If you want to just do it in the middle, that's cool also. Okay? We're just going to stamp him down, and then we have let it snow, let it snow, let it snow all on it, which is really, really cute. All right. So this is the Write and Rub pen, and I'll be honest, I'm sorry to say they are discontinuing this, but I know they'll come out with something really wonderful and great. But what I want you to do is we're just going to go in here with this and just color some of the glue on. And the only thing that I will tell you is sometimes it'll come out a little too freely. And if it does, don't get upset. You can just take your finger and just kind of dab up where you've gotten a little bit of excess, where you don't want it quite so heavy, because we want this sucker to dry while we're doing the rest of this card. Okay? All right, and we're going to go away. We're going to leave that and let that dry while we're doing this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take Tulip, is what this color is, and we are going to get our blending pen. And our blender pen, I think this is awesome. The blender pen, you can just go in and pick up some color from the inside of your pad and then just color in. And it's really, really great. I'm going to color his little hat here. I really appreciate all the suggestions. I've had several people that have said, hey, we'd like to see the blender pen, or we'd like to see how you clean a stamp. And so I really appreciate that, because that helps me come up with ideas that would be helpful for all of you. So that's our blender pen. That's all you've got to do. The great thing about this is when you're finished with it, just run it on a scratch surface just like that until it comes back out clean and you're ready to go on your next color. So this little tool works for just all kinds of things. It's wonderful. And then on the little birdie's little beak, I'm just going to use a little creme brulee there and just color that in real quick. And that's it. Okay. The other thing that I'm going to do is, of course, sponge daub. Everybody's been going crazy over the sponge daubs. You can get these from me if you want to. They are $3.95 for a set of 3. And so if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to email me and I will get those for you. But I'm just going to come in with a little twilight and just sponge daub all around that. You can do on the inside of the frame if you want to. I actually did that on my sample card. I won't do that right now to save time. We're just going to come in right like that. And then still, I'm going to continue to let that glue dry just a little bit. But I am going to tell you in the meantime what we're going to be doing with it. And these are our glitter rub-ons. They are just so cute. There, you can get them that way, kind of. My camera doesn't allow for me to get everything in. But it has 3 different sheets of glitter. This has Sweet Leaf, I believe is what it is. Olive, I'm sorry. Olive, Silver, and Twilight. And we're going to use the Twilight sheet. And all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut. What we're kind of doing is making our own rub-on. You can use the rub-ons you've got there, but what we've done with the Write and Rub pen is just make a little bit of glue that we can take this nice little sheet of glitter, look at all that pretty glitter, and we're going to take it and we're going to rub it right over where we did that Write and Rub pen. And that is going to make that stick right to it. And then you can just do it off. And then lastly, just to finish up our little card, I have a little piece of the cranberry ribbon, and this is from the cranberry ribbon rounds. The ribbon rounds all have 4 or 5, generally 4, but 4 or 5 ribbons in it from that line, that color, and so they all match, they all coordinate, but they all have different textures and such. So we're going to come right in with our little ribbon there, pop them on, trim them up, and then the very last thing, just to add one more little bling, is from our little sparkles. When you get these, you get round ones and you get square ones, so that's kind of nice. But I'm just using 3 different sizes, going down a little bit. You know, 3 is an odd number, so odd numbers are always more aesthetically pleasing to the eye in artwork, so be sure you do an odd numbers. But that's it.